Hey, everybody, and welcome to our first broadcast out here at IACIS in Orlando, Florida. So, welcome, number one. I know it's kind of off the cuff, and we really didn't advertise what time we were going to go live or anything like that because these events are a little bit challenging sometimes, right? If you've ever been to one of these things, it's a lot of setup. Then there's a lot of people coming wanting to talk, and honestly, you know me, I like to talk. So that's what really happened here, and so this is our first one that we're kicking off, and so, what's happening here at IACIS, or what is IACIS if you haven't heard of it? They're one of the leading premier training organizations on planet Earth in digital forensics, or really digital investigations, in my opinion. Now, I'm a little biased. I went through this training back in 2007, and literally there's a large hallway right on the other side of me, and I might spin the camera when there's not investigators out running around where, some of them don't like to be on camera and kind of show you guys what's happening, what's the events that's going on there. So some of the training that's going on here this week is just really insane, right? ISIS has their own specialized course. Of course, there's the large basic course that's going on. I think if I got these numbers right, I'm sure I'll hear about this. But I think it's right around it's over 320 ish people, 324 maybe was what they had registered. I can't remember the exact number. That's a big room full of a lot of examiners trying to get their certification here, and it's 2 weeks. The basic course is, but you're in Orlando, Florida, right? Which can't be all bad. It's not. It's really not. I actually brought my family down. They're up at Universal Resort right now, enjoying Universal while I'm sitting here, in my rough body. You can kind of see the awesomeness behind me. There's like palm trees and stuff out in the back, and maybe I'll show you guys a little bit more of the event itself as we go along. But also, not only is there this basic course that's going on, they have some of the lowest cost training in the industry by far. So if you're looking for phenomenal training, like I'm just going to run down a few of these things. I'm not really picking or choosing from anything. I'm reading this awesome book that they brought to me so I could know what all the classes that were going on down here. Applied scripting and forensics. Of course, I talked to somebody that was in this class. They said it was phenomenal. They're loving it. And I think they were starting Python today. They've already done SQLite, Bash, and some PowerShell. They were starting Python today. Man, I would love to be in that class. That would be so much fun to learn a lot of that stuff. If you guys don't know who these guys are, I'm going to show you real quick. It's IACIS right here. Just look them up. I know it's a weird spelling, kind of acronyms, right? Law enforcement, we loved our acronyms. But now it's private sector. You can come in as private sector here. It's the 33rd annual one. And like I said, I went back. It's been 2007-ish. No, that was the year. And it's been a minute. So it's been a minute since I've been through this training. And honestly, I don't know that I could do a full examination if my life depended on it. However, I'm sitting here, and as you can hear, it's starting to get a little bit louder because everybody's coming back from lunch, and they're coming back a little bit early. I was trying to get this podcast kicked off before too many. I'm going to do it on the break. So what it is out here in the hallway, essentially, is when they're learning, all the classes are going on inside, and so I got about 50 minutes in between. Then you get 10 minutes of rush of just a ton of people. Oh, there's a canine. They have, by the way, here. They have a couple canines that are trained to sniff out electronics. I never even knew this existed, but there goes one of the pups right now. Not really a pup. It would probably rip my arm off, and I'd cry. But it was rather a large dog, but I just walked by the main hall. So again, everything that you can see. Now, what I'm just looking at here to give you guys an idea, I'm looking at Black Rainbow. I'm looking at Parabin. I'm looking at Sumeri. I'm looking at Monolith. I know Data Pilot's down there, and I know Atola's down a little bit further. I haven't made it much further than the initial push back and forth, just because I can't get away from the booth. Everybody's coming and signing up for Cyber Social Hub. Number one, thank you. If you're watching this and you're one of the people I met here, thank you. I know we got over 60 new members today, just today, like literally in the last 2 hours, 60 members. So that's pretty phenomenal. People wanting to come in and resource to the hub. Now, what Cyber Social Hub is, for those of you that may be tuning in that have no idea what we are or who we are, and maybe you kind of randomly found a search to do with digital forensics or digital investigations. We're just an online community of digital investigators, and we make it open to you guys. If you guys want to learn, all the webinars we have here are free. A lot of the awesome vendors that are sponsoring Cyber Social Hub, like Monolith and Parabin, are two that I can initially see here. They put stuff in there all the time. I know, I'm kind of looking down the line. There's just so many, and they give away knowledge for free. Anytime that you guys can get knowledge for free, I highly recommend that you do it. Take it. Why not? Um, I came from a small department that didn't have a large budget for this kind of stuff. So anything free that I could possibly get, man, I was taking it. And I recommend that you do the same thing. But check out IACIS for sure. They have a tons of courses that are going on. Obviously the basic down here. They have for prosecuting and investigating criminal trials is one. Mobile device forensics, which is still popular, and it will be for a long way to come. RAM capture and analysis going on. Windows forensic examiner. I know there's a drone class down here, and there's some dark web classes. Also, I didn't see those on IACIS board, but also the vendors are down here giving their training. And all of it, let me give you a little bit of insight. It's a lot less expensive to attend the vendor training, usually at these types of events, than it is going through them directly. Now, they may get mad at me for saying that, but hey, it's a good little piece of information that you can come in and get the training for a lot less. So there you go. So some of the vendor specialized training, there's advanced video forensics. This is something that a lot of people don't consider as part of the digital forensics world, or they forget about it. It really is, because most video is digital. I mean, when's the last time you had to pull a VHS or beta, right? Now I'm aging myself, right? Anything like that. So you don't. It's all digital now, and a lot of times you have to recover it or figure out how to get off of that stuff. Anyway, I won't go into the whole details of it, but this gives you all the tricks to do that. It's Medex Forensics that's teaching that course. Of course, Axiom examinations are here. Magnet Forensics, Celebrite's here. The Tigo's here. There's some folks giving Darknet. Who's that one? That's Spider Forensics. As I walk through here a little bit, Samuri's here giving some best practices in Mac Forensics. Of course, they're known for that. And it looks like there's two separate classes. Oh, there's a 101 and then there's a 201. So it looks like a more advanced class. Nuix is here giving some training on Windows artifacts and analysis. Of course, Truxton is here giving their CFE bootcamp, which I think with their stuff, they're actually giving you a license to their software too. So you're not going to get that out there away from this type of conference. So really good deal with that. If you're interested in that training. Now, obviously, this year it's too late, but next year, make sure you take a look at this. It's IACIS Training. And again, I already mentioned Spider Forensics, Drone Forensics here as well. I also learned a couple new software companies that I've launched, and I'm a little biased because he's a friend of mine, Jansen Calhoun, right? He is launched some software that will extract and analyze data out of drones. So I don't have his card right here, so I can't tell you the name of the company, but I will grab it. I think it's actually out in my truck. I will grab it from there, and maybe will watch and post and make some comments down below. If you've seen him, I've had him on the show before. He's a hilarious guy. I highly recommend that you check out his new company. As soon as I get you the name, I'll try to put it down in the show notes afterwards. Now, again, I'm going to be going randomly live. I'm going to keep these things down to about 15 minutes or so. And so if you want to get alerts from when we go live, there's a little bell if you're on YouTube, because I know we're pushing out right now. We're pushing out to YouTube. We're pushing out to LinkedIn. We're pushing out to Twitter and Facebook all at the same time. I can see chats most of the time. I have them all hidden right now because I'm just literally on one little laptop screen now. I can see those when they come in from Facebook and YouTube. So YouTube is our home channel. So that obviously I can see. The other ones I can't see so much. So make sure you hit the bell and you'll get notified every time we go live. If it gets too annoying, just turn it back off. But we're going to be going live randomly throughout this week. Today, a few more times, tomorrow, and then we're back here on Monday. We get the weekend off while the conference takes a little break. And yes, I'm going to Universal this year. Last year, you guys probably heard me talking about, I went to Disney's Star Wars. Oh my gosh, it was so freaking cool. So it's kind of the nice thing about this event too, is that you get to take a break, and if you come down with your family or just want to hang out, you can go to these parks over the weekend too. The time is yours. You get to enjoy it, and all the evenings for that matter. So until then, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this, and we'll be talking about more of the trainings that are going on as they occur. So until then, I will talk to you guys later, and stay safe.